Hey guys. Say hey. Say hey. You don't want to say hey? You don't want to say hey? You don't want to say hello? Not to me. Well, hello and welcome to the third episode of the Diablitaknits podcast. I'm here today with Goose. He's very excited to film today's episode. I tried filming it last week and I was recording outside, and it's still insanely hot here in Florida, so my phone overheated like midway through the video and I didn't realize it, so all that footage was kind of gone, and I wasn't too happy with what I had to talk about. I only had a little bit and I wasn't sure about doing a shorter video, so I was like, I'll just wait a little bit more and then we can go ahead and record a new one. So we're gonna do the third episode today. Today I'm wearing my Diablitaknits inspired sweater. He had a really cool tapestry of this pattern, and I messaged him if it was okay if I could put it on a sweater, like just for myself, not to sell to anyone or anything, and he was really nice and he said sure, no problem. So I knitted this way when I first started knitting. I knit the sweater following a pattern. It's by Daisy and Peace, I think, is the yarn. And you see I knitted this years ago, like 2 years ago maybe. And it still has unwoven ends. But we just tuck that in and we move on. Yeah, I used, I think it's Universal Yarns. Their wool. And I just knit the blue sweater, and then it took me forever, but I duplicate stitched on the design. I'll have to put in a nice picture of it because I am in my pajamas, and so I'm not gonna stand up, but yeah. So that is what we're wearing today. Goose is here. He's listening. And you just saw a little sneak peek of the first thing we're going to talk about. So this is my summer lotus sweater that looks really small on the camera. I'm worried a little bit. I've been showing it to my parents and my friends, and they're kind of like, that looks really small for you, but it seems really stretchy. So I'm hoping we can stretch her to the gods and she will turn out fine. I'm almost done with this sleeve. Just like an inch or so more. We're gonna cast her off and she'll be all complete. And then I just will use whatever yarn I have left to make the body how long I want it. I ended up buying an extra skein. This is the Miss Babs Ghoulish Moon Glow yarn. And I got the first 2 skeins at Rhinebeck. And then I was knitting it. I'm holding it double stranded, and I'm knitting it on 4.0 millimeters, 4mm needles, US 6. And it's been working up really fast. I'm almost done with it, so I'm really happy about that. So I ended up buying an extra skein because I was like, no, I don't think, because I'm holding it double strand, two skeins is not going to be enough. So I bought one more, and I was like, okay, I think 3 will be fine. And then I was knitting some more, and I'm like, I don't know if 3 is going to be fine. So I ordered the last one that was in stock. I still have some left in a bag that I have to wind up. And then I don't know, I'm going to try to use up all that and not try to use the other skein. I have to reach out to them and see about maybe getting a refund. So I might send it back if I don't need it. I know I'm right about to finish, so if I think I can get it done without the other skein, then that's just what I'm going to do. I'm going to try to finish it up and get my money back for the other one. But it's really nice mohair. I love the color. My sister said it makes me look like the Grinch. And my family calls me the Grinch because I'm not the most festive, but it's funny. It's fitting. So I'm hoping when I wash this and she stretches, she'll look really nice. and she'll fit me. And then maybe I can wear her over a button-down shirt to work. So that's exciting. That's the Summer Lotus top. It's a free pattern on Hobie's website. You can go and get it. I'll try to link it in the description. But yeah, I'm really hoping this one turns out nice. I'm really excited for this one if it works out. The next thing that we'll talk about is my that's the dress version, the tumble tee by What Lydia Made. I don't remember where we left off with it in the last video, in the last podcast. Oh, going back to this, one thing that I do have to say about this yarn is it's very sheddy. I took a picture of my pants after I was knitting on my lunch break at work, and I will insert her. But she just sheds everywhere, and then I looked like I had gotten into a fight with a green monster or something. But if you're gonna work with that yarn, that's the one thing I have to say, is it is kind of sheddy. Here's some shed coming out on my bed from the sweater, but yeah. This next one that we're gonna talk about is the tumble tee. So we're on the body part. So now I'm just knitting as much of the body as I can till it gets to about the length that I want. There's a broken needle tip in my sweater for some reason. But yep, I'm working this in the Arcane Fiberworks yarn in their solid colors that they do. This is the black, but as you can see, it has like this subtle marling that's really nice. I like the sleeves, but we're gonna still do some work on them, I think. I don't want her to be too cropped, so I'm probably gonna have a little more to go, a little longer to knit. But I'm really excited for when this one will be finished. I think she'll be a nice basic to have in the wardrobe. Now that I have some good lighting, maybe I can kind of show you on the back. But you can kind of see the line where I've been alternating skeins and joining them. I'm hoping that it's not too big of a deal when I wear it, or maybe when I block it, it'll all even out. But we're almost done with her too, so that's really exciting because I think the sleeves will be pretty much a breeze. I don't know, when I finish the body I might try it on and see how much longer I want the sleeves, because I'm kind of happy with this length as it is.
Delusion. Convince yourself.
But we'll see. So yeah, I've just been working on her. The raglan felt like it went by so fast. I didn't expect this to feel as fast as it's felt. I'm just really looking forward to getting to wear it. I've been liking knitting the fingering weight gauge. I think it takes a long time, but I like how it looks, and it's kind of satisfying when you're doing it for a long time and you're just like, wow, look at what I did, look at all these stitches. So it's kind of fun in like a weird way. Does that mean that I'm like a weirdo? Because why do I want to put myself through knitting a fingering weight yarn? But I find it fun. So I really like this pattern. What Lydia Made always does have some good patterns. I know she recently released a child size sweater, her first child sweater. So if you have kids, you should check it out. I know she was giving the money from the proceeds to her her coworker. She's like her special aide that was helping her with her knitwear design stuff. But she's going on maternity leave, so the proceeds from that sweater are going to give her maternity leave. So you should go check it out. And she also put out the Joyride jacket. I was thinking about making it, but I wasn't sure like what colors I would do. It's kind of a funky pattern. It's cool. I don't know how much it would fit into my wardrobe though. So that one I haven't decided, but I've seen some people do some really cool stuff with it. That's what I like about her patterns too, is that everybody gets to be so creative with her patterns. She really encourages you to like make your own charts and create your own designs. So she'll do like that Joyride jacket, and she did it pretty basic, and I saw some people adding some designs onto it that was really cool. So yeah, you should go check that out and give her some support. And then the next project I was pretty excited about. I have some of the yarn here. This is a recent acquisition. I was trying to save the whole thing so I could show it on camera because the skeins are so beautiful and I feel kind of bad like unwinding them. But this is the La Bien Ami. I feel like I'm butchering that. The La Bien Ami. I'm not French, so I don't know. This one is, these are the merino singles. And I'm making, they had that book, Cultivate by Lane Publishing, that came out with a bunch of like accessories, a couple sweaters. And I don't usually like care for knitting accessories or things like that sometimes, which is ironic because I'm going to show you that yarn, a new yarn that I got for another accessory, even though I said I don't really like to do accessories. But yeah, these colors are really pretty together. I really like these two. But they in the Cultivate book, if you go and look at the pattern previews, there's one called the Garden Party. It's this big pink scarf, and I just really liked the color work chart. I thought it was really cool and really interesting. So I was like, yes, I have to make that. Because even if I don't wear it as a scarf, I think you can make like a cool tapestry sort of deal. So, yeah, this is the merino singles. This one is called Bois de Rose. I don't know how to pronounce French words. Bois de Rose. It is 100% superwash merino, 400 yards per 100 grams. This one is Sansa. And that just reminds me of Bad Bunny's dog, his beagle, if you like Bad Bunny. I forgot what color this is, but it's this like really cool purpley pink, or pinkish purple, I should say. It's definitely like almost like a beet purple color. And then this one is called Ichigo, I think. Ichigo. And it's this like pink color. And I cast it on yesterday while I was meeting up with one of my crochet friends. And I cast it on 243 stitches and knitted 2 rows. And then I is kind of so like spacey, so holy. And I don't like the look of this. It needs to be a lot tighter. So what had happened was I had a Michael's voucher for $5, and then for some reason they gave me another one. I don't know if they're just trying to like get more people to come in and shop, but then I had $10. I was like, oh, I'll buy some nice clover wooden needles and I'll make this pattern. Well, I had ordered it earlier in the week, and I guess because it's Christmas and they're trying to like start the holiday sales, they are not holding orders for a while. So I think I ordered it on like Monday or Tuesday, and I tried to go pick it up on Friday or Saturday, and it was not. They had canceled the order. So I went back there and I was like, okay, I'll just grab. I saw the Prim ergonomic ones. I do like these. They're really nice. So I was like, okay, I'll get that. And when I was looking at what it said on the box on how to choose them, I thought it said 4 millimeters, I think. Because now I'm trying to think. I think it said for a US size 4, which is a 3.5. I think that's what they said in the pattern, and I was just looking really quick because I was just running late to meet with my friend, and I was just trying to grab it real quick and go, and I think I got a 4 millimeter needle instead of a US size 4 needle, which is 3.5 millimeter needles. So because of that, this fabric is not really my jam. I'm gonna have to take off all of this and start over. A really good trick if you have to cast on a whole bunch of stitches is every 10 stitches put a stitch marker, so then all you have to do is just count the stitch markers and you'll know. So it's a good way to like keep track of where you are. But yeah, this is gonna get unraveled, and I was really excited to start it. But that's what I get for not reading carefully, which I do all the time, and I cause myself pain and strife because I don't know how to read. So yeah, I'm really excited for that one. I think it's gonna come out really beautiful. I don't know, maybe I'll become a scarf girly. I doubt it, but I think it's a really nice scarf. I think it'll be fun to knit up the colorwork chart. And I think it's okay to make things just because you want to make them for the sake of making them. I could always display it, or, you know, if I have a family member who wants it, maybe I'll give it away. Or maybe I can just save it for myself, and if I want to wear a scarf one day, I'll wear it. I also had gotten, I don't have the yarn with me now, but I was like, since I already kind of jumped on the bandwagon for this one, I was like, okay, there's another one called the Achillea, I think. Achillea. It's also like a big square scarf in that Cultivate book, and the La Bien Ami kits that they had on their website, they have the kits for these on their website, so because most of the patterns in there were made with their yarns, so they have a bunch of kits for that book. And they just look so aesthetic, and I couldn't resist, so I ended up buying the Achillea bundle too. So I think those will be fun knits just for the sake of like knitting and having fun working up the color work. So I'm excited for those. And then the last thing that we'll talk about today is this acquisition, which is Cashmere Merino by Hedgehog Fibers. It's in black. It's kind of like a purplish black. It's not like, I don't know, it's not like classic. It has like a reddish purple haze to it almost. This is the colorway Graphite. This is 50 grams, 300 meters, 50% cashmere, 50% merino. And I kind of wanted to like spoil myself a little bit on some cashmere. Been having a little bit of a hard time lately, and my vice is that I like to shop, and I was shopping a little too much. Definitely not the smartest thing to do. I just buy too much yarn, which is bad, but yeah, I was like, I'll treat myself to some cashmere. And so I think with this I'm gonna make a beret. I don't know where I would wear a beret to, but I really like berets. And I think it's just a fun accessory that you can make, and it's just fun to say that you made it. So I don't mind. I think I'm gonna work that in this one. I'm really excited. It's really soft. It is really nice, I'll say. And yeah, hopefully I'll have a nice beret. I don't know when I'm gonna start that because I'm starting the scarf, and there's just a couple different things on my to make list. Maybe I'll make a video soon talking about all the things that I want to make coming up. If that's something you guys would want to see, that's totally cool with me. I can work on that. I know December is right around the corner for us American folk. Thanksgiving is next week on Thursday, or this upcoming week on Thursday. I'm filming this on the Saturday before Thanksgiving, and I was just thinking about New Year's and New Year's resolutions, so maybe on the next podcast, if I film and it's closer toward the new year, maybe we can talk a little bit about goals for the new year in the next one. We can also talk about knitting plans, and then I'm really excited. I was trying to think if I want to do all that I've knitted in 2024, or if I want to do everything that I've knitted in my first 2 years of knitting, because I think this is 2 years. So I don't know if I should just show off everything and make one big long video and show off everything, or if I should just show what I made in 2024. But I think coming up into the next year, I want to be a little more I want to knit with more intention, and maybe plan out some knits and like think of things that I feel are missing for me in my wardrobe that I really want to knit. want to knit or want to have. It doesn't necessarily have to be knitting too. I was thinking of getting back into crochet as well, but yeah, I want to set myself up for the new year. I want to have a good knitting year. I want to have some projects that I'm excited about. I've been messing around with Ravelry and trying to add all my projects to Ravelry, like everything that I've ever made. There's definitely some holes, some spots missing that are like objects that were when I first started and I never photographed, or I never finished, or I gave them away or just got rid of them because they weren't the greatest, because I started off with crochet and I was not a gauge girly, so some of them did not fit at all. But yeah, I think I got the most of them. I think there's maybe only a couple missing that I don't remember, don't have like evidence of, and I think I'm at like 40 something projects. So I mean, I haven't like finished 40 something projects, but I've started like 40 something different projects. I think I've only frogged like 5 or 6, 7 or 8, or yeah, some of them are frogged. It's okay. If you're not gonna finish it, don't waste your effort on it. But yeah, so I've been messing around with Ravelry, and I'm so jealous of the people who have like 100+ projects on Ravelry, and they have like 100+ sweaters, shawls, like really big things, and I'm just like, how do you have that much? But yeah, I want to get there. I want to get to 100. It's definitely not gonna happen in the next year or two. Probably gonna take like 2 or 3 years, but I don't know. If we're keeping on the pace that I'm keeping now, it will take about 3 or 4 years, and then we'll get to 100 projects. And I'm curious to see if I'll still be around knitting at 100 projects in. But yeah, so that's just a little preview of maybe what will be coming up. That's all I have for now. This one is a little shorter than the ones that I've had in the past, but with the holidays coming up and everything, maybe I'll have a little bit more to talk about. So sorry if you like really long podcasts, but this one's a little shorter. I'm gonna go ahead and sign off, get this edited so we can get it up to you guys. But yeah, thanks for joining, thanks for listening, thanks for sticking around. I want to know what you're knitting. Tell me what you're knitting or crocheting if you do, or if you're just working on other projects, feel free to share. But yeah, thanks for sitting, thanks for talking with me, and I'll see you next time.